Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is Brother Malak from the 12 Tribes United. Today we're going to go over what is the Arabs, who are the Arabs according to the scriptures. You know, who's those people over in the Middle East, cutting off people's heads and stoning people and blowing them up? Who are those people according to the Bible? Let's go to the book of Genesis chapter 16, verse 1. Now Sarai, which is Sarah, Abraham's wife, bare him no children. So Abraham's wife, Sarah, was barren. She had no children. It says, and she had a maid, a handmaid. A handmaid means a servant, basically. It's a handmaid, meaning servant woman. An Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. So Sarah had a handmaiden by the name of Hagar. So when you read down, you go to Genesis 16 and 11, it says, and the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child, and thou shalt bear a son, and thou shalt call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. So Hagar had a son for Abraham called Ishmael. That was his firstborn son. All right. It says, and he shall be a wild man. His head shall be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. So when the scriptures talk about him being a wild man, it's basically saying that he likes to kill. All right. You see the so-called Arabs today, they like to blow up stuff, they like to kill themselves, they like to blow up buildings, cut off people's heads. You know, that's the prophecy of Ishmael being a wild man according to the scriptures. It says, go down to 15, and Hagar bare Abram a son. Abram is short for Abraham. And Abram called his son's name, which Hagar bare, Ishmael. So now let's go into more prophecies proving that who the Arabs are according to the Bible. Because there's a teaching out here teaching that the white man is the Arab. Let's see if that's according to the scriptures. Genesis 21, verse 9. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abram, mocking. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac. So Abraham's wife, Sarah, told Abraham to cast out Hagar and Ishmael. All right, because Ishmael is not the son of the promise. Isaac was. All right. Let's go. Let me see. Let's read down. Let's read down to 14. And Abram rose up early in the morning and took bread and a bottle of water and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder and the child, and sent her away. And she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba. So Abraham sent her away. Eventually, Ishmael would end up in what you call today as the Middle East. And we're going to show scriptures on that. Okay, Genesis chapter 25, verse 1. Then again, Abraham took a wife, and her name was Keturah. So Sarah had died, and Abraham took him another wife. And she bare unto him Zimran and Joktan and Midian and Ishbak, Midian and Ishbak and Shua. So these are the 6 sons of Abraham and Keturah, besides Ishmael and Isaac. All right. What happened is when, you know, these 6 sons, along with Ishmael, they went to the Middle East, so-called Middle East, and formed the Arab nation or the Arabian nation. All right. So these 6 sons, along with Ishmael, they became the Arabs or the Arabians. The word Arab means mingled. All right. So the Ishmael, they all became, you know, together. They all mingled together. The 6 sons of Keturah and Ishmael. All right. Let's go to matter of fact, let's read down to 5. Let's read down to 5. And Abraham gave all them that he had unto Isaac. Why? Because Isaac was the chosen son out of all the sons of Abraham. But unto the sons of the concubines which Abram had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac, his son, while he yet lived, eastward unto the east country. So where did he send them? To what you would call the so-called Middle East, meaning Ishmael and those sons of Keturah. Keturah was a concubine, and so was Hagar. All right, so in the Middle East, the people over there, those are the so-called Arabs. Those are the Arabians. Those are the Ishmael and the sons of Keturah. 7 sons of Abraham. All right. Let's go to Genesis 37 and 28. Genesis chapter 37 and verse 38. It says, 37 and 28. Let's go to 27. It says, come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites. So what is this going into? That Jacob had 12 sons. And his sons were jealous of Joseph because Joseph was basically the favorite son, was favorite son of Jacob. And they didn't like that, so they wanted to kill him. But instead, they said they're going to sell him to the Ishmaelites. And let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brethren were content. Then there passed by Midianites, merchantmen. So it just said the word Ishmaelites. Now you're seeing Midianites. It shows you that they both mingled together. The Midianites became the Ishmaelites. And they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites. See, it goes back to Ishmaelites. But then it said Midianites. Midian is one of the sons of Keturah. For 20 pieces of silver, and they brought Joseph unto Egypt. Let's go to the book of Judges 8 and 26. We're almost done with this. Judges chapter 8 and verse 26. Judges 8 and 26. Judges chapter 8 in verse 26. And the weight of the golden earrings that he requested was 1,700 shekels of gold, besides ornaments and collars and purple raiment that were on the kings of Midian, besides the chains that were about the camels' necks. So these Arabs were so decked out, they even had chains around the camels' necks. All right. And Gideon made an ephod. So basically, it's saying that the Ishmaelites were, and the Midianites were the same people. This is basically what we're getting into. All right. Matter of fact, read up to 24. And Gideon said unto them, I would desire a personal request of you, that ye shall give me every man the earrings of his prey. For they had golden earrings because they were Ishmaelites. So it calls them Ishmaelites and it calls them Midianites interchangeably, showing you Midian is one of the sons of Keturah. All right. So the Arabs are the Ishmaelites. They're the same people, along with the sons of Keturah, which became all the Arab nation. They all go under the name of Ishmaelites. All right. This is what I'm trying to prove. So the Arab is not the white man. All right. I mean, the Esau is not the Arab. All right. The Arabs are Ishmaelites. Galatians chapter 4 and verse 24. Galatians 4 and 24. As a matter of fact, read 25, it's going to get to the point. For this Agar, when it says Agar, it's talking about Hagar in Mount Sinai in Arabia. So this is where Agar's children is from, lives. And where? Arabia, which is the so-called Middle East. An answer to Jerusalem, which is now is, and is in bondage with her children. So the Arabs, or the children of Hagar, they're in where? They're in the middle, so-called Middle East. That's where they're dwelling right now, even to this day. All right, so the Arab is the Ishmaelite. That's who the Arabs are, according to the Bible. All right, shalom, shalom.